Hey, it's me again, Camping Woody with Endless Weekends. Uh, Went to the doc yesterday. He said I still got about 4 more weeks. Everything looks good. He took an x-ray of my hip yesterday and compared it to the one that they did the day of my surgery, and nothing's changed. So he said everything's good. Not here to talk about my hip today. I want to talk a little bit about a raised platform bed for your pet, whether it be a dog or a cat or whatever. But I did get a permanent raised platform bed for Star here at the house. And so I'm going to replace her camping platform bed with the permanent bed. And I'll show you a little bit about the two beds. And we'll talk a little bit about why it's important to have a raised platform bed for your pet, especially out in the cold. Okay, we'll see you here in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back here in my doctor imposed dungeon in the house, and I wish I could take you outside, but I can't. This here is the bed that we received in the mail yesterday, and it's a raised platform bed. I just haven't put it together, and I will get it together, and I will show you what it looks like after it's together. This is the cloth, and it is it's a breathable, which is a good feature. You want to get a breathable cloth so the air can go through it in the summertime. But it is permanent, so I'm going to put this together. Well, I'll put it this way, I wouldn't want to take all these parts together and put them back together in a camping situation. Here is her bed that we take camping, and the four corners here, it's got four corners, and it's got one long bar that goes that way on each side and one short bar that goes that way, and it's put together. It just takes a few minutes to put this together. Again, this one here has a breathable bed. I got this at Sam's Club. They were half off when we got this back in the fall. My wife looked day before yesterday and they had no more. So, but we're going to talk a little bit about why they're important, and I will get back to you once I get this one tore down, and I'll show you what it looks like being tore down. Then I'll show you what the other one looks like put together. Now here is Star's new bed put together, and it's actually about, I would say, 4 inches longer than the other one. There's your new bed, Star. Come here. Star wouldn't cooperate, but here's her new bed. And actually, if it had a carrying case, it only took me probably less than 5 minutes to put it together, and that's with no instructions and only doing it the first time. So this one here could be taken down and put up for camping. If you'd have to get your own carrying case, but I think it was under $30 on Amazon. It was $29, something like that. But I mean, these beds give the dogs more comfort. It's hard for me to get down with my hip like it is, but pull this back. You can see this really gives. So just like you and I like comfort, I think they like comfort. And she's got that also on there. But I will get the other one torn down and put in its case, and I'll show you what the other one looks like in its case. Okay, it took me about a minute and 15 seconds to break her travel bed down, And there is all the parts to it. There's the four corners, and there's the travel bag. So I'll get her bagged up now and show you what it looks like bagged up. So there is Star's bed bagged up. It took me probably a total between tear down time and putting it in a bag less than 2.5 minutes. So, and that really helps your pet out. For one thing, I did a video, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos ago where I lost Star, and she was only about 3 months old at the time. And I looked and looked and looked for Star, and I couldn't find her. When I got back to camp, I thought I had lost her. And I got back to camp, there she was on her bed. Because she knew that that was hers. She knew that that bed was hers, and she knew where to go and where to get comfortable. Dogs like their own private space, and this bed is Star's space. So if you've got a pet and you want to add a little safety feature, get one of these beds, because that pet will always know that when it gets back that that bed is theirs. It's 6 inches off the ground, 6 to 8 inches off the ground, and in the wintertime, this bed's going to be up. It's going to have a pad underneath it to block the cold air, and she's going to be able to sleep comfortably on it under a sleeping bag and stay warm. Now, if she was on the ground, it would be with a pad. I know it would be pretty good too, but this is going to get her up off the ground. I like to have a cot and up off the ground in the cold, and I know this is going to help my pet in the cold too. So, again, this only weighs maybe 3 pounds. You can even backpack with it if you like to take your dog backpacking. This is by Elements. You could probably look it up and get one. I get no commission. I'm not affiliated at all, but I love this bed. I love that Star feels secure on this bed, and she knows where to go when she comes back to camp, should she ever get lost. So this is just a short video about the elevated pet cot, and be looking for some more reviews, videos. I got some things coming in. I got some things already here, but I'm not really in the shape to do them yet. I want to do a review on the new tent and the new sleeping pad, but I'm not in any shape to do a review on them yet. So I've still got about 4 weeks before I can go back to doing what I want, but I have no pain in my hip right now. Real quick, I wanted to just tell you that another thing that these raised beds do, they keep the creepy crawlies off your pet. If you're in Arizona, in the sand, there's all kinds of sand fleas and bugs and creepy crawlies. If you're in the middle of the woods, there's creepy crawlies. They can crawl up the legs, but I think you could probably do something to keep them from crawling up the legs. But they don't cost that much, and I think they're well worth it. Because your pet loves you, and you love your pet. You have a good day. Never stop dreaming.